One of the most fundamental speed reading techniques involves the use of your hand as a guide while reading. But as we discussed earlier, it can be challenging to do this on a computer screen. In this video, we'll explore techniques for reading on the screen. It's not very practical to drag your hand across the screen while reading, and if you're reading from a touch screen, this is problematic. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can read faster on a laptop or tablet screen without using your hand as a guide. First, let's talk about the challenges involved in reading on the computer screen. One study showed the average person reads 20 to 30% slower on the computer screen as opposed to reading on the printed page. Part of the reason has to do with comfort. Keep in mind, when you're reading on the computer screen, a light is being beamed directly into your eyes, which can cause some discomfort after reading for long periods of time. So it's always a good idea to make sure you adjust the brightness of your screen so you can read as comfortably as possible. But comfort is not the only challenge. Distractions are the main reason why people read slowly on the computer screen. There are distractions from ads that might be blinking on the side of your page while you try to read, but there are also personal distractions. Sometimes we're reading an article and all of a sudden we have this urge to check email or Facebook, or maybe a chat notification pops up while you're reading. There are so many ways to get distracted while reading on the computer screen, which is why it's important to learn to maintain our concentration on the task at hand. Now, if you're spending a lot of time reading on the computer screen, there's a tool that we developed at my company, Iris Reading, to help you read faster. This speed reading tool is called Accelerator, and it's free. It's a web-based application that you can get at accelerator.com. Here's how it works. Let's say you have a news article or a blog post that you want to read. All you have to do is copy the text you're planning to read, and then paste it into the tool at accelerator.com. You'll then click the Begin button at the bottom of the screen. Under Settings, you can choose how fast you want to go. Now keep in mind, the average reading speed is around 200 words per minute. Let's challenge ourselves to go faster than average by setting it at 300 words per minute. There are a number of other settings here, and we'll get to them in a little bit, but right now I want to show you how the application works. Click Save to continue, and you'll notice the green button Read on your screen. When you click the Read button, you'll notice that the words you previously pasted will start blinking on the screen at the speed that you set. I'm going to go ahead and click the Read button so you can see for yourself. Okay, now that you see how it works, I'd like you to try this out for yourself. So step number 1 is to simply find an article online that you'd like to read. Step 2 is to copy and paste the text into the box at accelerator.com. Once you've done that, step number 3 is to click the Begin button and then modify your settings. Change the words per minute to a speed that you feel comfortable with. I'd suggest going a little faster than what you're currently comfortable with. For example, if you found yourself reading earlier at 250 words per minute, try going at 300 words per minute or faster this time around. Once you've saved your settings, click the Read button. You'll then notice the words being blinked on the screen at the speed that you set. See if you can keep up and comprehend the material. Go ahead and press pause so you can practice this on your own by following the 5 steps you see on your screen. So now that you're done reading, how did you do? Were you able to keep up and comprehend the material? If you were going more than 300 words per minute, great job. That's significantly faster than the average reading speed, which is normally closer to 200 words per minute. Let's go back into the settings so I can show you some other useful features in this application. Notice the setting Chunk Size. This refers to how many words are blinked at a time. I recommend you set the setting at 2 because you're fully capable of reading more than 1 word at a time. Or if you want to challenge yourself even further, you can set it to blink 3 words at a time. For most beginners, reading 2 or 3 words at a time isn't very difficult. This application works by using a technology called Rapid Serial Visual Presentation, also known as RSVP. RSVP is simply a method of displaying text on the screen, and it's been shown by studies to help people read faster on the computer. The reason it's helpful is because you only have to focus your eyes in one area of the screen. When most people read, their eyes tend to jump from one word to the next in a stop-and-go type fashion. Using an application like Accelerator allows your eyes to stay rested in one single place. And there are a number of other settings you can enable to make your reading even more efficient. This setting over here allows for speed variability. This setting slows down for larger chunks of text and speeds up for smaller chunks of text while keeping the average speed the same. And this setting allows you to start a new chunk of text at the end of sentences or paragraphs. This helps your comprehension if you're using the application to display groups of words. You can improve your comprehension even further by enabling the setting that will do a slight pause at the end of sentences and paragraphs. And you can even skip over stop words that convey no additional meaning to the sentence. Words like the or an. This setting makes your reading even faster and more efficient. You can use this application as a practice tool, or if you do most of your reading online, you can use it as a productivity tool to get through the material faster and more effectively. If you have a moment, try using Accelerator right now for another 5 to 10 minutes to get familiar with the application. I think you'll find it to be a very useful training tool.